Hi guys, hope everyone is doing really well today. Today I went to Makers Central, or yesterday shall I say. I went down there mostly to meet my buddy Ian from Essential Handyman, and also I went down with my buddy Dave from Restore and Make, and we also had a meet up with Mike, my buddy Mike. We all know Mike and his friend as well, and Ian's son was there as well. So there's a few of us there. We had a great time. It should have been in 2020, but unfortunately it was cancelled due to COVID. So actually it was 2021. But we had a great time, and highly recommend you go down there. There's loads of fun stuff. There was two absolutely wonderful antique stalls there, and one of them I picked up this absolutely outstanding Sayers and Co. London marking knife, and I don't think I've ever seen anything quite as cool and quite as interesting as this. It's got a set screw to adjust the blade, and obviously it's replaceable and can be sharpened, and it's a marking knife for when you're obviously, doing your marking and stuff. Really, 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 really lovely item. And I met a really lovely chap who had a wonderful tool stall. He's been dealing for many, many a years, probably 30 years plus, and he's just gone onto Instagram yesterday. So I'll put a link down below, and you can check him out. He's got some wonderful tools, absolutely exceptional stuff. And this was one of his, more wonderful items in my opinion. And the reason why I like it so much is because of the attention to detail has been put into the work. Nowadays everything is so simple, so utilitarian, but back in the day they put a lot of time into the design and shape of the item. So I highly recommend you go check I forgot the name, but go check the link down below. It should be down there, and you can click on it, and he's got some wonderful pictures up. You can go subscribe if you're on Instagram. But this is a beauty, one of my cooler finds, and I just really like tools what have got a little bit more about them than just the standard items. Like, have a look at these basic Dremel points, but just look at the casting detail, what the trouble somebody's gone into making with the knurling. It's nothing is simple. Everything is been made for the eye, which is completely not necessary, but it just adds so much more interest. I mean, everything had more into it. I mean, look at this adjustable spanner. Look at the detailing. Look at the the way it's been turned, and the lines and the finials, and the way the mechanism works. I mean, made out of the material it's made out of as well, like being like a bronzy brass. I just think it's absolutely exquisite. I mean, and they just don't make things like this anymore. And if it is, it's been done by, an artisan. I mean, look at this simple square, but it's not simple, with the steel pins and the brass. Well, actually, this is not brass. This is, what do you call it? It's not brass. It's gunmetal. So it's a beautiful thing, lovely design, lovely knurling, lovely writing, goes round to almost like a London pattern handle, chisel handle, then back to round again. Just exquisite, you know what I mean? And it goes on and on. I mean, look at this simple spoke shave, but look at all the casting details they've done into it just to make it that little bit nicer, a little bit more ornate. You've got no idea, you've got absolutely no, who made it. It's there, it's obvious. It's just lovely. I mean, I wish they made things like this now. I mean, look at this I got off my buddy Len. This is a sugar hammer, but just look at the ornate design, the casting, the details. I mean, could you make it more elaborate? And just for breaking sugar, isn't that beautiful? I mean, even a simple little machinist level, but just look at the details of the casting, 125 years ago, but just look at the casting, look at the shape of it. Nothing's like, cheap and easy, and, it's just even the like, you've got a simple level, and the level has got so much inlay and shapes, and, it's completely not necessary to have, all this different levels of interest, but doesn't it just make the item, you know. A simple toffee hammer, you know, for breaking toffee, but just look at the shape of the handle, you know, it's just exquisite. And they just don't make the castings anymore and the designs. I mean, look at this little simple set of candle snuffers, you know, just for, you know, taking the end off your candle so you didn't burn your fingers. But look at the design, the shape, you know, everything had more than one purpose. It was beautiful to the eye. And I really think this knife is a really exquisite example of a very tactile and very stylish, you know, we've got very clear who made it, where it was made, the patent number. They never put patent numbers on anything anymore in the castings, which is a real shame. I mean, just look at this padlock. This padlock, the way it's been, all the different textures, colours. I mean, look at the key. I mean, they just don't make things with that kind of level of detail anymore. And it's just really nice when somebody, you know, finds these items, brings them to life and puts them all in one place for you to just go and shop, which I think is amazing. We've also got, I mean, a simple square, but it's not simple because the way that the screws are flush and the way that they've put a little bit of inlay with the steel pins for the contrast, you know, it just makes it, you know, it just makes it that much nicer, you know. A nice saw, but look at the quality of the workmanship, razor sharp, but just look at the way, you know, a beautiful ivory handle, you know, very elaborate, very, very attractive, you know, and even a more utilitarian. It might look like a simple wrench, but look at the bit of brass, look at the nice knurling, the mechanism's overly complicated, just exquisite the way things were made. I mean, a simple, almost disposable throwaway multi-tool, but the way it's been cast, the way that the design is, the little tools which are, you know, even the patent number in the actual tool for the tin opener and a little hatchet and the hammer and the nail puller, and, you know, it's just interesting, and they just don't make it like that anymore, and I think it's a real shame. So yeah, I thought that would be interesting for you. So I went to Makers Central. It was a great day. Met a lot of nice people. I did buy one other item, a really nice brass screwdriver, but I gave it to a chap called Jimmy DeRista, which was nice of him. So we had a good chat and I gave him the screwdriver. There was a few other people there of note, so it was really nice. So yeah, big thank you to the chap I bought this off. Lovely guy. I think his name was Len. So thank you, Len, for the lovely knife. Don't forget to go down in the link and click the link after the video and you can see his page. Keep an eye. I'm sure he'll post items for sale or there'll be links there to his website. All right, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It was interesting, and hopefully you can see the attraction of the different, the extra work and the extra thought and the extra, you know, materials and things what nowadays are just not there, which is a real shame. Everything's fantastic plastic. All right, so take care. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Have a great day. Follow the link. Bye.